Protection.
Okay.
Protection in the sense of home protection and protection when you're out. All right. That a dog can perceive a threat or what is not a threat. Know when to react and how to react. And of course, to fight more than one perpetrator.
TSU Protection Services Namibia is a security company that specializes in VIP protection, focusing on training close-quarter combat skills with all types of weapons, and an internationally recognized organization that can offer accredited training to become a close protection officer or tactical officer that includes defensive driving skills and a whole lot more. Now, in Namibia, they have a canine unit that specializes in training dogs for protection, and I love dogs, detection and tracking, as well as obedience training for all dogs. We are joined again by Stephen Lochner, who is the director of the TSU Canine Unit Namibia. Stephen, good morning. Thank you so much for taking time out, leaving the dogs for now and just coming to talk to us and the Namibian nation about what it is that you do. So tell us a bit about the services that are offered by TSU Protection Services.
I think you covered it quite well.
Yeah.
In that sense. We do, however, also have an anti-poaching unit, which is a joint venture with NIME. They are a nationwide based anti-poaching unit, and we do work together with them. So basically the anti-poaching guys are Himba trackers. They grew up with this skill set.
Right.
They've been trained now for armed combat, and a lot of them are ex-military or some sort of forces, coming out of how to handle a weapon safely and competently. And then they just came for some extra training, I would say, from the tactical side. So we work together with them as well in Windhoek.
A lot of things, we see it on social media, we see it everywhere, basically, where when people see dogs that are that act on command, or that do something because of a command. And at a canine unit, in terms of the canine unit, what are some of the specialities that you guys focus on the most?
So I came back to Namibia after working a little bit of international abroad, and most of my work was in South Africa, and with the idea to specialize in detection and tracking mostly, and sort of the canine unit evolved to pet dog training as well. So pet dog training being obedience and behavior modification and rehabilitation for dogs as well. I worked a little bit with dogs with PTSD that came back from the Middle East, and they were supposed to be scratched in the sense of no more working for them, and we rehabilitated them just with just spending time with them, giving them love, attention, positive reinforcement as well, which is a new age type of training, I would say.
It's crazy, really, to think that dogs also go through PTSD.
It's depending on what they were exposed to.
Right, of course.
Exposed with. Dogs are just like people in a lot of senses. I always actually tell my clients that dogs are like children. They are toddlers, and it's been scientifically proven as well that they actually do read your body behavior, and they learn from you. In that sense, they're a lot like toddlers. They're a lot like kids.
We're going to take a quick break and come back on the other side to expand on this conversation. Just before we go, I have a fear there when I travel abroad, and I'm afraid that the dogs don't understand Futsek. Is that a fear that you also have? I'm like, hey, Futsek. No, is that
not anymore. Not anymore.
We'll be expanding with Stephen on the other side of this.
Thanks.
'Cause you'll always be my baby.
Sounds of Mariah Carey. Oh, Mrs. Mariah, always be my baby. Beautiful jam. 10 minutes to 9 o'clock. We are still joined in the studio with Stephen Lochner, the director of the TSU Canine Unit Namibia, and he's talking to us about all things canine and all things dogs, and essentially what Canine Unit Namibia does. So, Stephen, talk to us about specifically some of the programs that you guys have at Canine Unit Namibia.
Okay, we've got protection. Protection in the sense of home protection and protection when you're out. All right. That a dog can perceive a threat or what is not a threat. Know when to react and how to react. And of course, to fight more than one perpetrator, because we all know that when you get attacked, it's not just one guy.
Usually
it's a crowd. So we teach our dogs to actually know and perceive on body language and movement. So if there's a fast movement or something, they will react and trigger that, and that they can fight 2, 3, 4 guys at once, not just bite and hold, because we call that an apprehension dog. This is like your police dogs as we know them traditionally, where they run after a suspect, they catch the suspect, they hold them down, and they keep them in a grip where they can't get away.
Yeah.
So our dogs in this protection is fighting dogs.
Right.
Yeah, so we do that. We do detection for narcotics and explosives, and then we do tracking. So it's human scent tracking, and then wildlife and game.
Keep your dogs away from Sibo's house. I'm just saying. And it's a joke. It's a joke, Sibo. Calm down. Any plans before we get to that? In terms of apprehension, in terms of violent dogs, is that something that you guys also address? Because some people are, when somebody comes to us, those are usually, the questions the concerns that people have.
100%.
When I have children, also those are concerns that I have.
Great question. So our protection dogs that we're going to sell in the market as well is going to be family orientated.
Right.
The kids can pull on them, step on their tail, or like jump over them, jump on them.
Right.
And the dogs won't react on that.
Right.
They would be 100% stabilized and perfect temperaments for family as well.
Absolutely beautiful. Plans on expansion or expanding your services?
Yeah. So we're in exciting times. We're renting ground just behind Ludwigsdorf, about 2,000 hectares.
Wow.
Where we're going to expand our company. We're going to do a lot of kennels there. At the moment, we've got about 18 kennels that's going to be finished by the end of June, and another 30 by the end of the year if everything goes well. Where we're going to do our other training programs, which is going to be group classes. We're going to have a training field of about 600 square meters.
Wow.
It's going to have agility equipment and everything nice that you need for the training setup for group classes, as well as one-on-one training with me, myself. I'm busy training young guys that has a passion for dogs that want to come into the training field as well.
Right.
And we're going to have, with that, we're going to have board and train facilities. So basically you bring your dog for depending on the need of the dog, you bring your dog to stay there with us for a few weeks, or
any breed of dog that
any breed of dog, and then we're gonna have holiday boarding facilities as well.
Right,
so when you go away on holiday, you can send your dog to us. And then one more exciting thing that I would like to mention is the doggy daycare, which is going to be a new thing for Namibia. It's not a new thing in the world, where you can bring your dog like in a kindergarten. You can drop him off in the morning, or we pick them up in the morning. They come, we stimulate them, we play with them, we give them training, and they go home at the end of the day, and they're happy and they've been socialized.
So you as a parent so how was your day today? What did you do today? What did you learn? So just quickly, for our listeners who are listening to you right now, and they're like, I need to get a hold of Stephen. How can I get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, best is WhatsApp.
Okay.
081 363 9451.
Right.
And my email address is a little bit long. If you could bear with me, it's the letter K, the number 9. So it's K9 unit TSU Namibia @gmail.com. So it's quite a mouthful. But please WhatsApp me.
WhatsApp Stephen.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, any last parting words to share with our listeners?
One thing that I didn't mention was the breeding program. So we're going to breed primarily with shepherds. So we're going to breed with Belgian Malinois shepherds, with Dutch shepherds, and with German shepherds. And they're all going to be registered dogs. They're going to come either from a KNPV line, which means they come from Europe, or we get them from South Africa. They're going to be KUSA registered, or they're going to be part of the German Shepherd Federation as well. So it's going to be nice, purebred, well-trained dogs that we're going to be able to sell and have, hopefully by next year, ready, some litters that can go to the new homes.
Stephen, thank you so much, man. I've learned a lot from this conversation on and off air. So that was Stephen Lochner, who is the director of the TSU Canine Unit Namibia, talking to us about the services that they offer, but more importantly, just the protection services and the security company and everything that they offer. Please get in touch with K9 or TSU Canine Unit Namibia, and Bob's your uncle.
Thank you.
Your favorite radio station, 99 FM.